Hey everyone, Veteran Mechanic here, and sorry it's been a while for this car, but the Mazda is making a return. I'm going to do episode number 2, and I'm going to show you the rear brakes on this car. Alright, stay tuned, roll that intro. Alright, so here we are. Let's get our nice ratchet wrench on here, and it's going to be a 14 mil, by the way, to get this caliper off. That pin. And now with this style, it's a slide pin plus bolt. Some of the cars do that. Some don't, some do. Oh yeah, it's a little corroded. It's supposed to be nice and shiny like that tip is, but it will be when we're done. I believe that's that style I was talking about the other day. Alright. This right here is just a separator. Helps divide out the brake pads. There's only one on here, so I'm going to assume that the other one either rotted off, never got put on. It's not the end of the world, but maybe with the new pads that came with it, some kits do. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit you. But some new pad kits come with it, some don't. Caliper appears to be fine. Let's get you tucked out of the way there. Let's see where you. Let's see what. Alright, so let me see here. I'm going to need extension. Be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I am back now. So, take the bridge off. It's going to be another 14 millimeter socket. See if I can get you to fit in there. Pretty big negative on that one. There we are. There's that. Now, with this caliper, the emergency brake is also connected with it, so that's kind of why you see me flam-doodling it around. But it is what it is. There we go. Oh, and that noise you're hearing in the background, everyone, sorry, but it's my new free furnace. Got that hooked up the other night. It's a temporary hookup for right now, but it'll work. at least till the warmer weather comes. I want to make sure the furnace actually works and does good before I worry about buying proper exhaust tubing, chimney, whatever way you want to pronounce it. There. Little baby bridge. Okay, set that off to the side for now so I can clean that up later. And put you there. Whatever that other bolt went, which is probably right in front of me. Oh, yeah, it is right in front of me. Oh boy. There we go. Whoever's in here last, looks like they put some never sees on the bolts, which thank you for whoever that was, because that probably would have been a lot harder if not. But, alright. Let's get here. Bring you guys closer. This right here is a screw that helps hold the rotor onto the hub. Usually it comes from the factory that way, but this car's too old to have factory rotors on it. So it could have been somebody else that's like me that puts that back on once I get the new rotors back on. So it could potentially be that also. But this right here is my snap-on impact driver set. I love using these. These work amazing for something like this. I've seen people heat them up, take them out with a screwdriver. Me personally, I've chewed up that bit so much because it wouldn't come out that I've drilled it and then just grounded it smooth on the hub and left it. So let's see. You just might work. Actually, you're probably you're way too big, ain't you? Yeah, you're way too big. Alright. So now all you do with one of these is it's shock loaded inside here. And what you do is you just hold it like a regular screwdriver and you apply some force on it. And when you hit it, it sends a shock into it and also twists all at the same time. So, let's see. Get you out of the way. There we are. And let's see here. There. Here. I'm gonna bring you guys over on this side. This whole lefty thing is not quite working for me. There we go. Get you. Oh, God. Oh, I swear, I feel old. All right. Get that set. There. Can't swing a hammer to save my life on the lefty side. Alright. And there's the screw. Looks like somebody's possibly, looks like somebody might have never sees that also. So let me get you guys to the other side. Pound this pound this rotor off and we'll be in biz. Ooh, almost dropped you guys. One of these years I'll get used to using this thing. There. You good? Good. Okay. Let's get a beating. Oh, noise alert, by the way. And there we are. I think that rotor was a little rusty. Backside not so much, but front side definitely. There. Alright, so now what you'll see inside here is you'll see these set of teeth right here. If I can get you guys lined up. There we go. These set of teeth, well, they work off this magnet right here, which is your wheel speed sensor. Hopefully you guys saw that. Sorry if you didn't. But it's a magnet inside that sensor, and that is what measures your wheel speed. So be very careful not to damage that, because why replace something that you don't necessarily need to replace right yet? And God, this beard is, or goatee is all over the place. Hey, oh well. Minor details. But let me get you guys set back up. Oh God, you're all crooked. And okay, I don't know. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to use my whiz wheel, and I'm going to clean this hub off just because it's really really rusty. Normally I don't if they look good, but this one's really rusty. I'll clean it up the best I can with my whiz wheel, and I'm also going to clean the bridge up, and I'll show you what I did with that. Okay, so I got the rotor on, I got the hub cleaned up. I put the holder screw back in, and I got the bridge cleaned up and lubed all up nice. And I cleaned the pins all up, got them all lubed up, looking good. Alright, so what I want to show you is, if you watch my last video with the 2014 Durango, I'll talk about how there's some rear calipers that need to be twisted and compressed at the same time. Well, that's what this tool's for. I have a whole kit right here. There's a bunch of different variations of cars, makes, models, all that funness. So basically all you do is, hopefully I can get it to where you guys can see me. I think you'll be good there. I apologize if it's not the greatest. But basically what will happen is, where these two fingers are will rest here, and as I tighten it up, it'll twist these, which twists this piston right here. Right there. And, okay, let me get you settled up here. Jeez, there we go. Right there. So those two fingers will rest inside these little slots, and it'll spin it and allow it to compress in. So let me get that going, and you'll see what I mean, hopefully. There, get you set up here again. Alright, good. Okay. Set this up a little bit more. Sit in. Hopefully. There we go. Loosen up this nut to where it's snug up on this backing plate. Just like that. You guys can see that, right? Yeah, yeah. Kind of, sort of. Alright, and then you just twist. Make sure that stays tight. There we go. Sometimes you have to get a wrench on it to keep it tight. Sometimes it just stays. But she is slowly compressing in. And you just keep going until she is flush. And while you're doing that too, what you want to pay attention to is see if there's any brake fluid leaking out around the O-ring and around the dust cover that's there. Because that would be bad. That would just let you know that the brake caliper is bad, obviously. So there we go. It's sitting in there nice. Hopefully you guys can see that. I think you guys can, right? Yeah. There we go. All over the place here. Horrible with the camera. There, guys. Horrible with the camera. Hopefully you caught that. But yeah, it's sitting in flush now. So now what I'll do is I will put my bridge on, get my pads on, put the caliper on, and this side will be done. Throw the slap tire back on, and she's that one step closer to being roadworthy. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys earlier. Is to take these two bridge bolts off. Let's get you kind of lined up here. Okay, you're going to kind of go upside down for a little bit. But basically, there's your top one. And for your bottom one, you're going to need an extension so you can go through that hole so you can get to that bolt. It's a little bit of a pain, but nothing you guys can't handle. So, again, let me sit you back up and not make you crooked. There we go. Making you worse. There. Okay. Good. Well, that's what I'm doing here. Didn't want you guys thinking I was just playing with myself here. There we go. Fun calipers in the way again. Let's get you out of the way. There we go. Tighten it up. You ain't gotta. For something this small, excuse me, for something this small, you don't have to yarn on it to tighten it up. I mean, there is a torque spec out there. Again, like I said in the last video, I don't necessarily do torque all the time. I've done it long enough to have a feel for it. But I want to just let you guys know that you don't need to tighten it up. I may look like I'm really yarning on it, but I'm just trying to get some leverage because it's a small car. I don't have that much of an angle right here. And there. Tight. Now let's get the pads on. Which with these, there's no squeaker on them. Squeaker always goes in the, oh boy, why am I drawing a blank here? Squeaker always goes in the rear. Don't quote me on that. Well, I said rear. I meant inside. But again, don't quote me on that. I could just get it lined up. Oh, just at it and it fell right out. There we go. Yeah, 6 years later. Okay. Caliper can go back on. Line up those boots so when you put the bolts in, they just slide right in. And here, that one. There we go. There. Same with these. There's a torque spec out there somewhere for it. I'm just gonna snug them up like that. Again, may look like I'm really prying on it. I'm not. Just need to get a better angle because I'm tall and big and I need all the room I can get. And there we are. Alright guys, so that's the first side. Let's go to the next side. So we're back. We're on the driver's side now. I'm going to show you, same thing as I did on the other side. I'm going to apologize up front if it's a little louder on this side. My furnace is sitting like right there, 8 feet away. So let's get going. Ooh, that one's a little tight. Let's set this out of the way. Sorry if it got a little dark for you. I just need a little bit more leverage. Woohoo! She's a little tight. There we go. Oh, hopefully, there we go. That one wasn't as bad. So I'm going to assume, here, let me get you some more light again. I'm going to assume that the, good, get on the light. We want that a little different. Let's go with that. I'm going to assume these pins, slider pins, are going to be pretty well rusted up and corroded, which I figured this side would be easier anyways because it looks like the previous owner put a new rotor on this side. I don't know why, but this rotor appears to be in better condition than the passenger side. Not that bad. So maybe somebody was here before me and didn't do what I said and not tighten it hard and yarn on it, He-Man it. This is why you trust your trusty veteran mechanic. Not some Joe Schmo off the side of the road. Yeah, these have been recently greased. Somebody's been on this side sooner than that, than the passenger rear. There we go. Try to set you off somewhat out of the way. side's got newer pads on it. Here, let me show you. Okay, so this pad was the driver's rear. This pad was the passenger rear. I hate when people half-ass it. Do it right the first time or not at all. So, I'm going to assume then that, again, here I go assuming, but that the, put that up there. Put that up there. That, the bridge bolts are probably ridiculously tight. Nope. Wow. So, caliper. So the caliper slide bolts were like put on by Arnold back in the day when he was fucking. And then they got some Papa Smurf tightening up the bridge bolts. Why? I don't get people. But who knows? Maybe Arnold did half of it and did that other bolt that I showed you. I had to go through the lower control arm to get to with the extension. Who knows? Maybe Arnold did it. He tightened it. He made it nice and tight. Alright, let's try right there. Okay. Let's find out. No. Nope, Papa Smurf tightened that one too. Okay. Yeah, this rotor definitely looks newer. But I don't know. When I bought the car, the guy gave me an extra rotor, and the one thing I did like was an extra wheel bearing. Don't know why. I don't even know why he had a wheel bearing. But whatever. The extra rotor, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do that for. It's for the front. Nothing wrong with the front. So he probably did the same as he did on the rear. Oh, we're going to put a new rotor on the driver's rear. And then probably the passenger front has got a new rotor. Because, you know, you just do opposite sides and it keeps it straight and true and whatever. Anyways, do the job right or not at all. But, hey, what do I know? now I'm going to be scooching in your way. Don't get frisky. Well, this side came out easier too for that holder screw. Yeah, that's newer. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this inside lip right here, that's shiny. The other one was all rusted to hell, indicating it was an older rotor. So, caliper's not newer. Yeah, the caliper's definitely not newer, but I see some grease on this right here. Here, bring it closer. On this right here. This is your lever that controls your e-brake. And all that buildup is not dirt, it's somebody greased it. Here, let me get you guys better. There we go. Somebody greased it, and it obviously just built up dirt and debris and everything else. But I'm wondering if maybe that side locked up and burnt the pads, warped the rotor, and maybe that's why you only had one side done. I don't know. But I'm not reusing this. I don't like pad slapping. I mean, I mentioned that in the last video with the Durango, but at least this car's mine and I can do it the way I want to do it. Not saying customers are wrong, but sometimes customers are wrong. Okay, let's put that there. I'm going to compress this first before I put on the rotor. Maybe I can get you at a better angle so you guys can see. So bear with me. Let's see if I can find a better shot for you guys. Okay, alrighty. Let's throw my tools around. Go. Once I'm done with this side too, guys. Oh wow, hey, you're a little close. Once I'm done with this side too, I want to show you that kit I have for the brake caliper compressor kit. I want to show you that. Just like I did with that snap-on impact driver set. Maybe something if you guys want, you can look up and buy. But I love it. I love this set. I love that impact driver set. So let's get this set up in here. Can you? Yeah, you can see. Just holler and let me know if you can't see. Get that set in. There. Here, now. You see how I got that set in? Hopefully. Maybe. Kinda. Sorta. Oh my god. This is why I didn't go to school for being like a director or anything. I suck with the camera. Alright, let's see here. See how I got that set in there? There. Now I gotta set you back up. Yeah. Alright. Again, make sure your lock nut is tight, and just twist away. While you're keeping that tight. And there we go. Sometimes you have to go in a lot, like you gotta do a lot more twists and turns, but yeah, she looks good. There we are, sit you right there out of the way. Well, for now out of the way. All right. Let me set you guys back a little farther because I'm pretty sure you don't want to see this close. Well, actually, hold on. I might just move farther out of the way. Wait, does this work for you guys? No, it's blinding you guys. All right. Well, I want to clean this hub off. I know on the other side I didn't show you guys, but I'm going to show you on this side just so you can see what I was doing. So I'll clean this off. I'll show you how to clean the bridge off. Same way as I would, same way as I did on the Durango. Actually, oh, look at that. You guys can, there we go. A little better. Same way I did on the Durango on the last video. But I just want to show you guys again in case you haven't seen that video, or if you're more interested in the Mazda than you are the Durango. Whatever, but I'll show you guys. Noise alert. Watch your ears. Now I'm going to go around the circumference of this hub so I can make sure that the rotor fits on snug, doesn't sit on cockeyed, and gives you either a vibration because the wheel won't lock down right, or a brake pulsation. I don't go for shiny, I just go for knocking major rust off. So now I'm going to switch out and reload. Different head. So I can clean this off. Now, these come off and you can clean behind them. The other side I didn't do it because there was no rust buildup on that, and this bridge looks just as good as the other side, so I'm not going to do it on this side. Trying to get you guys to see. Here, we'll go right here. So that side. Alright. That actually came off one side. Not even the side I was cleaning. So what we're going to do is this finger right here. So I'm going to bend that down a little bit. There we go. And what it'll do is it holds onto the side like it does here. Maybe that'll hold it a little better, because if that comes off while braking, or even before you brake and wedge in between a pad, that just slipped on nice. Wedge it in between a pad, you're going to get a horrible squealing noise, plus you're going to gouge up your rotor. So, back to cleaning this one. Give me a second. Just double checking my work. Don't mind me, almost done. All right, so that's all cleaned up. Looking good, nice and polished up. Let me go grab the rotor. I'll bring it back when that air compressor shuts off. Okay, so got the rotor, air compressor's off. Again, like I told you guys in the last video with the Durango, I just had this set up here. It's not backwards. Don't lose your shit. But I have this on backwards just so I can clean off that oily residue that's on it, so when it's sitting in the box on the shelf for 20 years, it doesn't rust up. So, clean that off so it doesn't smoke when you do the brakes. Life will be good. I know you guys can't see it, but these new rags need to be washed quite a few times. There's lint all over this, which it's not the end of the world. I mean, it'll just burn off, but it's just, yeah, it is what it is. Alright, so now we're putting these on so you can get that screw back on if you want to do it that way. Because you have an indent or a recessed hole here and a recessed hole here. Line it up with any hole, because there's one here, one here. It's just line it up with any one, which one you want. I mean, they'll both line up with lining up the other, but what I'm trying to say is just pick which hole you want to use to hold it on. I'm just going to go back where it used to be because the threads are cleaned. You're not going to sit there and have to chase the threads for it to seat in properly. And you don't have to yarn on it. You just snug it up. I mean, hand tight. It's really only there to hold the rotor in place. Like, it's not flopping around. Just there to hold the rotor. Okay. Now, this is all greased up. Well, actually, no, it's not greased up. Jesus, I am missing steps. Okay, so let's move my light, even though I like where it's positioned, but I can't see. Let's move this, put this back in here, so everybody at home can see, because there's no need for me to be selfish. Yeah? Yeah, I like it. Alright. Oh, God. There we go. Don't mind me. I feel old, even though I'm not old. But I feel old. Well, I'm losing my mind here. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me scoot and boogie out of your way. And let's get this moved up. Now all I'm doing is where I cleaned is I'm just putting this caliper grease on there. And like I said, again, I don't want to keep referencing it, but the last video, I told you the qualities of having this. You can use what comes, some kits come with it in the packaging already for the brake pads. I don't use that. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. I just don't prefer it. I just don't like it. Plain and simple. Alright, so I cleaned up all those pins. That was just a speck of grease. Cleaned up all those pins. Both sides. Or top and bottom, I guess you could say. Good to go. Let's grease them up too while we're at it. And just ain't gotta be a Picasso, just lube her up. Spread it out. Not too thick, not too little. If you do too thick, then it's just, they fight going in and then they want to push out all the time, and it's just, it's annoying. Just be smart with painting it on there. I mean, it's not rocket science. Just cover up the pen, and that's it. It's, again, not rocket science. I mean, hell, I'm doing it. There we go. There. Put that right there in front of you. Here, hold those, guys. There. Let's put these rubber boots on because this side wanted to come off, and all they do is this little lip right here. There's two different sides. You got this small side, you got the big side. Big side just sets right up on there. So it's a tight fit. But it sits on there, and that's your dust cover for your slide pins. Same with the other side. Here, get this up there so you guys can see. Put that on there. There we go. Good, good, good. Good, good. And now let's make sure I'm not in your guys' way. And let's get this side back together. So, something like that. Grab my bolt. Okay. All over the place then. go. There's that. Get my little extension in the socket so I can start this other bolt by hand. That going. Try not to be in your guys' way, I'm sorry. Go. There we go. Now, get myself moved in position a little better. Like that. Now, remember, like I said last time, you don't have to Arnold it on there. Just don't pop a Smurf it either. Okay, this is a lovely light, but a pain in the tuchus. There's that. Again, yeah, it may look like I yarned on it, but I didn't. It's just the angle that I'm at. There's that one. Tell you what though, if I had a professional cameraman, this would be so much easier. Well, and a better garage. I mean, I have a 2-car garage, but it's not no shop. Well, it is. It's just not. It's not my idea of a shop. Like, I want to have a lift. I want a tire machine. I would love alignment machine, but I'm gonna need more of you to like, subscribe, and comment. More so, just like and subscribe. I mean, liking it shows YouTube you like what I'm putting out. So, what's to hurt? Subscribing, I mean, it's easy enough. You hit that little button, just boop, you're good to go. Well, that's just up to you. No pressure. You know, the more subscribers I get, the more content I'll have, and better content I'll have. Just saying. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wash these rags. There's fine hairs everywhere, and to me this would not be acceptable working on anything more severe, like a motor, transmission, or rear end. Getting this on rotors, I mean, it'll burn off. It's not that huge of a deal. Alright, so let's get this on. Now these are the separators I was telling you about on the other side. I understand I didn't put them on the other side, didn't come with the kit. I just... there it is. It didn't come with the kit. This side had both. I without the camera on, I looked at that other one, and that other one was on its last legs. It's not a perfect car. It's not going to be a perfect car, but it's not going to hurt the performance of the brakes of not having those in. So I just wanted to show you where those retaining pins went. Sure, here and here. Easy enough. Easy enough. Sorry, thought my phone was dying. But it wasn't. Okay. So, see how those push those in and out? That's all they're for. Caliper on. Line up the boots. There we are. Grab my freshly greased pins. Slide them in. There we go. Same with the next one. There. Tight. Everything's tight. All right. So now you guys know how to do rear pads and rotors on a 2004 Mazda 6. Again, I know I said it earlier, but I'd really appreciate, you know, you guys' support and help with this channel. If you have any more recommendations on what I need to do better, either editing wise, camera wise, or even just content. I mean, like if this is just droned out stuff, let me know. Like I want some honest opinions. This is how I learn, this is how I do better. But the more subscribers I get, the better the content will be. I'm starting off slow, seeing if I can build a nice following and go from there. But I love you guys who subscribed. It means a lot to me. Love the ones who comment and like my videos. I mean, I love you all. Let's keep that going. So let's see if I can get 5 likes on this video. Just 5. Simple 5. I'll start small. But let's see if we can get 5 likes on this video. If more, I mean, God, I'd love it. But let's go with 5. So, alright guys, this is your veteran mechanic. Done for the night. Gonna slap this tire back on, lower it down, and probably have me a cold one. Definitely well earned. Alright everyone, have a good night. Alright guys, I almost forgot about you, sorry. But this is that kit I was telling you about. This brake pad and caliper service tool. I mean, this thing has got left hand thread, right hand thread for whatever which way the caliper needs to compress in. Some are different. It's got all these different attachments to compress calipers. I mean, even to do regular calipers. Put that right on the end. They don't compress a regular caliper. Don't need to use a C-clamp or a big pair of channel locks. But this kit's very well worth it. I mean, I love it, like I said. But alright guys, have a good night.